The outlet, citing a Democrat official familiar with the situation, reported that Harris met with 14 women from across the abortion industry and other groups on Wednesday at the vice president's residence. Some of the women were frequent faces for a gathering like this: Alexis McGill Johnson of Planned Parenthood, Nairals Minnie Timaraju, Emily's List President LaFonza Butler, and Shauna Thomas from Ultraviolet, according to the report. Others, such as Mary Kay Henry from the Service Employees International Union, SEIU, and Becky Pringle of the National Education Association, show how the VP is trying to expand this private clique of powerful women leaders. Harris reportedly asked the women for their advice on how the White House can spread its pro-abortion message across the United States going into the 2024 presidential election so that it doesn't get stuck in the D.C. echo chamber, the report states. The pro-abortion leaders and the vice president also allegedly discussed how to make voters pay attention to down-ballot races and candidates when most voters will be focused on the top of ticket, according to the report. Aides and operatives told the outlet that Harris impressed Democrats during the 2022 midterms with her tenacity for advancing the pro-abortion agenda. She met with nearly 200 state legislators across the country to raise the importance of protecting reproductive rights, and held related events and meetings across 38 states in the 6 months leading up to the election, according to the report. President Joe Biden and Harris notably set an aggressive tone on the issue of abortion in their first campaign video, which included footage of abortion protests from around the time the Supreme Court overruled Roe v. Wade. In the video, Biden claimed MAGA extremists are dictating what health care decision women can make. The same day they announced their re-election bid, Harris spoke at a pro-abortion rally at Howard University and warned pro-life Republicans, "Don't get in our way. These extremist so-called leaders would dare to tell us what is in our own best interest." "Well, I say, I trust the women of America. I trust the people of America," Harris remarked during her speech. "So don't get in our way, because if you do, we're going to stand up, we're going to organize, and we're going to speak up, and we're going to say we're not having that, we're not playing that," she continued. Pro-life leaders previously said Biden's choice of then-Senator Harris as his running mate in 2020 made for the most pro-abortion presidential ticket in history. As Breitbart News reported, Harris brings with her an extreme abortion-on-demand position and close ties with abortion industry giant Planned Parenthood. It was Harris who, as California Attorney General, directed her office to lead the raid on Center for Medical Progress, CMP, project lead David Daleiden after CMP released undercover videos exposing Planned Parenthood's fetal tissue sales practices. It was Harris's office that collaborated with Planned Parenthood to produce legislation that would criminalize the CMP undercover journalists for publishing and distributing recordings of private communications with abortion providers in California. Kamala Harris is an extremist who supports abortion on demand through birth, paid for by taxpayers, and even infanticide, an agenda rejected by the overwhelming majority of Americans, including millions of independents and rank-and-file Democrats, Marjorie Dannenfelser, president of SBA Pro-Life America, said in a statement at the time.